If you commit to watching this, you probably have something that you want to share on camera, and a someone or something is stopping your best you from breaking through. Is this entity in the room with us? Indeed. And it's probably you. Part 1. Maybe you're terrified of talking to a camera. Maybe you're terrified of talking. Maybe it isn't terror, but anxiety, high standards, or procrastination that consistently get in the way of your success. Whatever the manifestation of your current situation, we can trace it all back to one source: your inner judge. A process in your mind that judges everything and everyone at every given moment. It's the thing that is responsible for second guessing every word I've written in the script that I'm reciting for you now. And it's the thing that kept you watching when you chose to keep on watching after 6 or 7 seconds. Everything I'm doing, from the way I speak to the way that I sound, from the way that I look to the content of what I'm saying, is continually being judged by your internal judge. And it's this judge that you're afraid of judging you. Part 2. What is your inner judge? Is it your inner former lawyer in a dress? Or a corrupt abomination of your inner Supreme Court? Is it a mental mechanism for discerning changes? Or is it a hardwired instinct for you to choose the things you like? In a funny sort of way, it's all those things. And in another far more accurate way, it is a program in your mind that resists change in order to keep you safe. And boy, is it in dire need of a good software update. This error-ridden bloatware that was written by a bunch of cavemen has identified any and every risk as potentially life-threatening and goes out of its way to keep you safe by sowing paranoia into your every action. It beats you up repeatedly over mistakes you made half of your life ago, warns you obsessively of future risks and shortcomings like the inevitable heat death of the universe, and fixates on what's wrong with everyone and everything in your own life, including all the things you could be doing wrong when talking to a camera. Part 3. What are you doing wrong? Paranoia doesn't mean nobody's after you. And your discomfort in front of a camera does not mean you aren't terrible in front of a camera. You might have some pacing issues. You probably talk too fast and you have trouble with specific certain words. That's good enough to start. Think of how dumb I look. How many errors that I've made so far. My inner judge is going nuts. But does any of that take away from my ability to speak on camera? Did you notice all of the mistakes I made so far and how you might do it better? If you did, good. And if you didn't, also good. If you're paying attention to my message, that means the mistakes I've made so far aren't terrible enough to silence me completely. And if you couldn't focus because everything you noticed about me was wrong, that means your inner judge is even more developed than my own. And you have everything you need to improve incrementally. That is the end goal here, to activate your inner sense of discernment and to make your voice heard on the internet. After all, this idiot is doing it and getting likes. Part 4. What can you do about the things you're doing wrong? You could apply the scientific method. Record yourself, acknowledge all the things you notice, experiment with one thing at a time, and review progress over time. You could apply design thinking. Define your goals Imagine ways that you could reach them. Try out the ones that seem most promising and measure your success. There's many ways to organize your practice. Most of them boil down to do, review. You must perform an action and you must judge that action. And I know you know a great judge who can help you with the latter. Judgment isn't there to stop you. Your decision to keep going needs to come from somewhere else. Good judgment is developing awareness and making distinction. Good leadership is serving others and making decision. Who are you serving when you diminish yourself and give up early? Your inner critic functions much like a drill instructor. It finds fault with anything that isn't absolutely perfect and prepares you to become your best possible self. But there is good reason drill instructors do not lead their troops to battle. And likewise, your harshest critic shouldn't be your 5-star general. If you embrace uncertainty and imperfection as part of the territory, you'll have all the room you need to grow and get better. And if you'd like to gain a better understanding of communication, let me know, and I'll share what I know to keep you safe
and to make your voice heard on the internet.
My inner judge is going nuts on the internet. This idiot is doing it and getting likes.